What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the first, this is number one, the first ice fishing video of the 25-26 ice season. We're here in Wisconsin, Little Lake Butte. I normally kick my ice fishing videos off here. We're gonna go check the ice. I see tracks here, sled tracks. So I'm not the first person to come to this spot. I'm on the North Shore by Strobe Island. So we're gonna go check out the ice conditions. But first, let's go get a bird's eye view. I'll show you the lay of the land. All right, so I did a voiceover while I was flying the drone. Apparently had a recording issue, so I'm gonna do my voiceover from home. So you can already see people have been out here. You can see their tracks. So that's a good sign. Obviously, you know, dragging a sled, people have been fishing here already. So I'm pretty confident the ice is going to be in good shape. Worst part getting down to the lake is this hill right here. Usually it's just mud. It's snow covered now, so the sled goes down a lot easier. But usually at some point someone ties a rope there, so climbing back up is a little bit easier. But that hill can kind of be a bear more times than not. But trail goes down the hill through the woods and then cuts through the marsh up ahead. So you can see that path right here. Rip to the first person that has to blaze that trail every year. I do not envy that person at all. But right here is usually the sketchiest part. It's really mucky here. It never freezes very well, especially if you get sunny days. So usually try to stick to the beaten path here if you don't feel like breaking through and coming out stinking something awful. But it's pretty solid today. No issues. I drove over the bridge before I came here, so I could already see that the entire lake was iced over. But here we are with the drone. You can see the entire lake is iced over. It's going to be very thin ice in the middle of the lake because the Fox River runs through there. But the further you get out from the shore, the thinner the ice is going to end up being, typically. And in this case, that's how it is. But here it is from above. This is probably the most popular place on the lake right here for ice fishing. Sometimes this gets packed super full. And if you're curious why when I fish here it sounds like I'm in the middle of a city, the highway right there. That's why it sounds the way it does. All right, that's enough with the drone. Let's go catch some fish. Oh, I gotta get a longer rope on my sled. Well, that was fun. Oh, this is what I was talking about with all the grass. At least someone already knocked it down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, rip to the first person that came through here. Golly. Three whacks from the spud bar. All right, popped a couple holes. We are looking for either a pocket in the weeds or weed edges. All right, just got set up. The water's like extremely murky, which is pretty typical here for early ice. Lot of current, a lot of flow. I might try to bring you some underwater footage. We'll see. You won't be able to see much. Like, I can barely see a foot down there, but you can see them come in. I've had a few fish come in and really interested. So perch, I think one bluegill. It's so hard to see. Hey, first fish of the ice season. I was busy on my phone. I look up, I got this little guy sitting right on me. Really? I can't believe how picky they are early ice like this. It's crazy. Oh, look at this guy. He ain't even big. Oh, ripped it out of his mouth. Yeah, he didn't like that. So I just moved and punched a bunch of holes, plopped my camera down, and the hole I'm in right now, I dropped my camera right on a bluegill. Sat there and checked all the other ones, moved, set up here, plopped my camera back down. Still a bluegill sitting there. So lots of fish here. They're just not biting right now. I don't know. Kind of odd for early ice. Wow, that was painful, but I just caught another one. A perch this time, so we got a multi-species going on. Oh my gosh. I was working like 4 bluegills, and they kept just pecking the tail. Some would bite like 4 times, just nipping the tail. And all of a sudden this perch comes in. But man, dude, I still had to work him, which is crazy, because usually the perch are pretty aggressive. But man, he came like coming in, and he stopped, stared at it for like 15 seconds, and then he just nipped. But enough to hook him, so that was cool. Alright, super slow day. Not skunked. Probably caught like 10 fish. Most of those were really tiny, but do got a couple keepers. Not a big keeper, but still a keeper. And then that one, I think that's the other one. I don't know. Guys, I'm not sure what to tell you. I don't think I've ever seen it this slow here. My first spot I was at, a lot of fish, a lot of small ones, but a lot of fish coming through, a lot of interested ones. They'd come nip. It's like impossible to hook them, and then the fish kind of stopped coming through. So like probably 20 minutes, no fish. So I'm like, I'm gonna go pop some more holes and see where they're moving. Well, found more fish. Set up on there, bunch of fish coming through. Pulled up a few of them, and then they just disappeared again. So I I don't know. It's supposed to snow here this afternoon. The bite would probably pick up during that. I don't know. We're trying to get a few more, so probably gonna head to a different part of the lake. See you there. Alrighty guys, I know I said I was gonna go hit up a different part of the lake. Well, I just went to a totally different lake. It's pretty slow on Little Lake Butte. Not sure why. Usually early ice is pretty banger, but I had fish come through, a lot of lookers, a lot of very light-lipped fish. If they did bite, they were just pecking. Really hard to hook them. Still fun, just a little slower than normal early ice conditions, but hey, that's fishing. So that's probably gonna do it for that video on Little Lake Butte. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. Bye.